Hello. It's not quite the end of the day for Friday, so just doing a cheeky video in the hope that I can get it uploaded for tonight. It's kind of just taking a bit of a coffee break working from home, and I thought I'd pop these 95th online for anybody that was interested in taking a look. They are, of course, the Perry figures, and I painted them a little while ago, but they are quite nice, and took a little extra effort with the basing of these guys. See this little beauties? You know what it's like, walking along, see a twig, pick it up, put it on a base, find some use for it, and before you know it, there's a skirmisher of the 95th sitting behind it, and I think he looks quite nice. Just a bit of fun, add to the base. You know, they can get a bit boring, can't they, if you don't take a bit of interest in them. So that's the idea behind that guy. I quite enjoyed painting these. It was a while ago now, and they've been on the table. Of course, they are quite deadly in black powder, which is what I've been playing. They're been a real pain for the French recently. I've been trying to do the battle report that I haven't managed to do. Both of these units have taken a right pounding at close range by the French and managed to survive. So they shook it off, living up to their elite status. Of course, they are elite and they get an extra roll of the die to try and get rid of any disorder, +4. So that helps as well. We are struggling a little bit with some of the rules on black powder. They're so vague, they're a little bit open to interpretation sometimes. So me, myself and we have a tendency to go on YouTube to get some clarity. But I should use the groups that I'm part of now on Facebook. I don't know how you guys manage to get your answers for black powder answered. But there's quite a few. I know they're advertised as simple rules, but when you get down to it, there's still things in there that are a little bit complex. Especially if you're like me and you don't play that often. So these figures, let's have a look at some a bit closer. Try and get them in a bit of focus there. Just nice. Again, Perry animation. You know, that guy is obviously in a hurry to get behind some cover. And we've got this dude here who is giving him a bit of actual cover via a rifle. And I think there's enough variation in this little range to ensure that you get a nice skirmish line out of it. I'm really pleased with them. I could probably do with adding a bit more to their bases, but I always move on. What's the point? I'm not overly impressed by the way that I did the faces on these guys, and I literally in the post today received a whole load more of greens, black greens, etc., etc. When I try and do the Nassau, I looked at the Gavin Booth video that he did on the Nassau figures. He was painting some time ago now, I think, and basically selected as close to the greens that he used for that. For when I start to delve into the 36-man battalions that the Nassau are going to be using on my Wargames table. And that might take me some considerable months to try and do a regiment of them, because I am, I suppose, a slow painter, mainly because of my other time commitments as well. I just need a break from the British. I think I've done 2 battalions back to back, and I think it's enough. I've got a regiment of Swiss in one of my painting boxes here, but I just can't bring myself to do them. Plus, I think the British need more allies. They need more troops on the board. I think at the moment it's 11 battalions to 7 or 8 infantry. I think it might be 7, and that's enough of an imbalance to make sure the British are always going to be on the back foot. And it actually, I mean, as an attacking defending game, is it that much of an imbalance? But it'd be nice to give the French a run for the money for a change in the old attacking stakes. So all in all, paint job aside, the figures, lovely. You know, again, once you get used to painting front ranks, sometimes the carving of these things can look a bit, you know, rough and ready. I think it's because of all the movement, because of the Perrys are so talented, in my humble opinion, at getting fabrics to move on the figures. Front rank are a lot smoother, less irregular, if you like, and once you get used to that, it's difficult to go to this more animated kind of style. But yeah, I do enjoy looking at these things after painting them and giving them a good battle or two. I think they're fantastic figures, and yeah, as usual, the Perrys have just done a really good job, haven't they? So 6 minutes long. I'm going to cut this short. I hope this video was of some use or interest to you guys. Please do subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you like with it really, or just enjoy it if you can. And that's it. I guess I'll speak to somebody sooner or later again, soon. Have a nice one. Have a good Friday. Cheers. Bye.